Out walking my dog again this day, and it's coming up to Mother's Day. And I wanted to say a few things about memories related to my mother. I haven't had her since the end of 1999. She went to be with Jesus. And of course we miss our loved ones every day. And you know, it's the little things that are so special in life. You don't realize it and they just pass you right by, all those special little moments, the little blessings of life. And it's those moments, especially with our family and our loved ones, our special friends, that mean so much to us. Those little moments are really treasures when we look back. And I want to just recall a few, if you'll allow me a bit of nostalgia, and talk about some special features and habits and ways of my mother that I always think fondly of and will always treasure. My mother, when I think of her, I think of an azalea tree. She always called it the Mother's Day tree. Beautiful tree that blossoms. Of course, it drops all of its leaves, it seems like, all of a sudden, not too long afterward. But she loved that. My father gave it to her. We planted it in our backyard. When I took notice of it, I was a bit older as a boy, and it grew tall and was just a gorgeous tree, and was near a pool that we set up, and it made its little mess in the pool. But what a lovely tree. And so every time I see one, my daughter was talking about planting one in her yard, and I shared with her, every time I see one, the beautiful colors, I think of my mother. I love coffee. I don't go a day without a cup of coffee, usually a few cups in the morning. And while it's quite common to see people drink it, my mother loved her coffee. And she would, especially in the wintertime, put her hands around the cup and the steam would go up and her face would be right above it. And she loved to have her cup of coffee and loved to sit down with family and friends and talk over a good cup of coffee. It's again those special things. And you think how nice it would be to just sit again with those who have gone on, to just be able to sit once more and share that moment around the coffee cup, around whatever that treasured custom was, and enjoy that time. So many things, so many things. Another thing was she loved her Tigers. She was a die-hard Tiger fan, and she loved to listen to it, of course, in the summertime when they played. And she was an avid fan. I never was really that much into baseball. I'm more into it, maybe a little bit more now. But when the Tigers were playing and the baseball was on the radio or on TV, she'd be all about it. And it reminded her, I think, of just good old summertime, right? It's good to be happy with happy activities. It's good to enjoy the sports and the activities associated with the seasons. She loved her Tigers. And I would promise her I'll go to at least one game downtown at Tiger Stadium with her. And that just meant the world. Again, what a day it would be if I could do one more game with her. But that time is gone. So many other things. We had a backyard pool, as I said. See, she could combine that pool, laying on a raft, floating, catching some sunshine, listening to the Tigers, or listening to some other radio station. So I see a swimming pool and I think of the good old summer days. Well, I could go on. Many different things conjure up good memories and reverie. But appreciate your loved ones. That's a word if I was to give a word. Appreciate the moments. They'll be gone in the twinkling of an eye. James says our life is just like a morning mist. In the morning it's there, and then it's gone. Happy Father's Day.